Hey guys, Ray from Love You RV and Boat. So today I'm going to be looking at maybe repairing this little heater. It's recently failed on us. It's one of those little oil-filled units. Puts out about 800 watts of heating power, which is good for the RV because I don't like to overload the plugs with a 1500 watt heater. So this thing maybe draws around 6 or 7 amps to do the job. It's really nice for, you know, a little space heater for where you're sitting in the RV. It doesn't heat up really quick, but once the oil-filled areas heat up, it kind of maintains a nice even heat. Anyway, I noticed that now the light will turn on, but no heating happens. The little switch on it here seems I can hear it clicking inside. That's the thermostat there. It seems to be working, so something's gone off the rails inside and we're not getting any power to the heating element for the oil-filled chambers. So I'm hoping the element's not bad. Maybe I have a connection or something in there. So I'm just going to pop it apart and we'll take a look and see if we can fix this rather than throw it in the garbage. Looks like there's a screw up here and a couple of screws down on the bottom, and I can get this front face off and explore more what's going on inside. Okay, here we go. So just 3 screws got the cover off. So just a warning up front, this is dangerous if you don't know what you're doing because you're playing with a AC 110, 120 volt power, so you can electrocute yourself. Obviously I've got this unplugged. It's very basic circuit though. You've got a switch right here, the on-off switch. Up here is a thermostatic switch, so that adjusts, turns it on and off, different temperatures. Down here is where the element is that goes into the oil filled chamber there to heat up the oil. And then we have a couple devices here. Behind here is probably a thermostatic kind of fuse that's really, it'll blow when it gets too much current or it gets too hot. And then we also have what looks like a thermocouple here. It's usually a switch that will normally be shorted, and if it gets too hot, you can see it's pressed against the metal here. If it gets too hot, it will open up. So it's sort of, these are 2 safety devices. So I've just attached one lead of my multimeter here. I'm in continuity mode, and I'll be able to kind of test where we're getting good continuity. So put on the other side of that switch. I got continuity there. Go down here, I'm good there. I'm good on the other side of the element. So I know that path is good. And I'm good on this side. So this seems to be the device that's not working. I'm on that side right now. Now this is normally closed, but it's not. So it's open, and it should only be open when it reaches a certain temperature. So I'm going to pull that out and we'll have a look at it. And I think all I'm going to have to do is replace that part to get her working again. Just unscrews there. Okay. So it says on it, we got here 125 volts, 16 amps, and it's got a 90 on it, so that's probably 90 Celsius. So when it hits 90 Celsius, it goes open. It's supposed to be normally closed. So I'm going to get on Amazon, see if I can find a replacement for that. Imagine it'll be cheaper than replacing the whole heater. It's just connected with a pair of spade connectors here. There's also this kind of white behind it, which is a kind of a conductive grease that they use for heat sinks and stuff to transfer heat. So I'll get some of that. I think I have some of that actually in my toolkit. So I was actually able to get 4 of them for around $15. So I have spares. I got the right number there. And 90C, 16 amps, 250 volt. KSD 301 was the part number. And now we can test this with the meter, make sure it's normally closed. There we go. And I found some heatsink compound that I had kicking around my toolkit. So I'll just clean the old stuff off and put some new goop in there. Put her back together and we'll test her out. Okay, well I took the old one apart, the defective one. And yeah, I can see where it's arced in there. See kind of a brownish charred area. And this one's working again. You can look at my thermal gun. Another fix in the books. Until next time, Ray from Love You RV and Boat. Cheers, guys.